So, good afternoon. Welcome back to another transfer update. We got a little update, and it's kind of mad. I kind of had forward vision with this because I know that the football's on, so I'm not going to keep everyone too long because I know everyone's going to want to watch the Spurs game to see them get beat, hopefully. But I set the stream up talking about Martinez because the news had broken that the deal's done. It's just a matter of announcement from Aston Villa, which I'll come to in a minute. But since then, after I set the stream up, we've now already got his replacement. So, yeah, plenty to talk about. I just want to say, before I get into talking about all of that, thank you to everybody who has followed me on Flick in the last 24 hours. We beat Terry to the 1,000 mark. You lot are real ones, real ones. To be fair to Terry, he's given me a couple of plugs on it as well. So go and follow me on Flick. The link is in the description. Also follow Football Terrace on there as well. AFTV are on there as well. If you want to follow them, feel free. So yeah, get on there. It's really cool, actually, that app. I think I'm 8th in the Predictor little league for the weekend game so far. So go and check that out. You can do predictions on the games, etc., and run polls. I'll do the polls and stuff like that. And with the player ratings, my player ratings are now your player ratings because the player ratings will be done off of the votes on that app. So every game, like yesterday, I'll be putting up every single player and a set of ratings, basically, and then you lot vote. And then when I do my player ratings video, it's your player ratings, not mine. I want to get you guys more involved this season in the player ratings and other stuff as well. Going to do a few giveaways on that later down the road. I need to speak to them as well because they said when we hit 1,000, they're doing a T-shirt, a football shirt giveaway for one person that they're going to pick randomly. So it doesn't matter what team it is, what shirt it is, or where you live. So check it out. That's enough promotion for one day. But we are going to sadly say goodbye to a decent goalkeeper. And he has completed his deal to Aston Villa for £16 million. Oh, two schools of thought on this one. First school of thought is if Leno hadn't got injured, he'd probably have gone for nothing. Probably, well, he would have gone for a lot less than 16 million quid, that's for sure. The second one is he probably should have been number one or first choice this season and Leno having to play catch up because he did take the shirt because Leno got injured and he's been flawless, absolutely flawless. And I've always been a believer that if you play well, you keep the shirt. Simple as that. That's not, sadly, how modern football works anymore by the looks of it. So good luck to him, man. Wish him well. Aston Villa, any Aston Villa fans who happen to stumble across this stream, you've got yourself one hell of a goalkeeper. He is quality, man. And listen, Leno's not bad, is he? We're kind of blessed with goalkeepers right now, or were anyway until Martinez has left. But we have got his replacement, and I've never heard of the guy. I'm gonna bring his name up, and we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna have a little look. I'm gonna share the screen. Do smash the likes up if you haven't. And we'll split the screen if I can actually find his name. There we go. We got him. We got him. Let's go to transfer market. Let's have a little look on transfer market. I've never heard of the kid. Genuinely never heard of him. So we're going to split the screen and we're going to get him up on the screen. And if there is any Icelandic followers in the chat, this young man is Icelandic. Runar Alex Runarsson. And he plays for Dijon. He's from Reykjavik in Iceland, 25 years old. And he's been capped 5 times internationally. And I'll be honest, I genuinely have never heard of him. Real talk, I've never heard of him. He's only played 45 games for Dijon. Norgesland, he played 62 games. So he hasn't had that many games in his career. And we're paying €1.5 million for the guy, which is there or thereabouts what transfer market reckon he's worth anyway. He's under contract for another 2 years with Dijon, but I've genuinely never heard of the guy. And the thing is, let's be real here. Whilst it's amazing that we've got £16 million coming in, which isn't coming in one hit, by the way, it's going to be coming in instalments, I'd imagine. That's how it'd work. But €1.5 million is not a lot of money in modern day football. Let's be real here. But let me just say this: if Leno gets injured, we're fucked. Real talk. Because Matt Macy is not the answer. I've seen Matt Macy a couple of times, and I've just been sat there thinking, boy, you got a long way to go. And I've never heard of this kid. He may or may not be good. Now, before I came on here, I went to a tweet, and the comments on the tweet were a couple of people saying, listen, the guy spills everything, like literally flaps at everything. It's basically another Flappy Yansky. Yeah, and I don't know. I can't comment on him. Yeah, that's why I'm asking you guys if you know of him, because I genuinely don't know. He's not going to get many games. Let's be real here. But the one thing I will say as well, this means that Leno is now fully number one constantly throughout the whole season in the major competitions, the Premier League and Europa League. They're our main targets, I'd imagine, this season. What does that say to anybody else in that club? Because I look at that and I think, do you know what? Yes, we're selling him. We're getting good money for him, I suppose, compared to what we would have got for him maybe a year ago. So yes, on that front, it's decent business. We've probably got 10 million quid more than we would have got from him last year. But at the same time, I just look at it and I think, do you know what? Leno now, could he get a bit complacent? Could he think, well, I'm the main man. Look, I've outed Martinez. Yeah, look at this kid coming in. He ain't got no chance. That can make you a little bit complacent. You know, I do like the fact that we did have two decent goalkeepers, but, you know, it's very hard that when you have got a goalkeeper who's as good as both of them, that they both want to be number one and they ain't going to settle to sit on the bench. Emi Martinez is our longest serving player, by the way. So he's now left. I think Hector Bellerin or Mesut Ozil. I'd say, yeah, they're the last two. They're the last two or longest serving ones. And I just look at it and I think, like, that kind of makes Leno invincible as such, which could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. We'll see what happens over the course of the season. The problem is Leno is now undroppable, really, isn't he? Let's be real, because if he does have 3, 4, 5, 6 howlers in a row, this is our backup. And we're not going to throw a 25-year-old kid with hardly any experience at all in football, let alone in the Premier League, into the team. So Leno is now invincible. I don't really know how I feel about that, if I'm honest. I don't know. I would have preferred personally to have Martinez in goal. I think that he deserved to get the chance after the performances that he put in. And now it's down to Leno to come back at him. That's obviously not how it works. I just look at it and I think, like, you know, going forward, yes, Leno's decent. He's all right. He's not bad. He's not the greatest. Yeah, no, there's some things I like about Leno that I don't like about Martinez, and vice versa. If you moulded them both together, we'd have a world-class goalkeeper. Neither of them are world-class, but Aston Villa have got themselves a top-drawer goalkeeper for hardly any money, and we're left with Leno, who's a top decent goalkeeper, but he is now invincible in the team. Nobody's going to knock him out of that first team spot, which can or cannot be good. We'll see, like I said. And this young man that's coming in, like I said, I've not got a single idea of who the guy is. So we're pretty doomed if Leno gets injured, because, like I said, this guy is not going to be starting many games of football, and he's not going to start any Premier League games unless Leno gets injured. And listen, we see last season with Malpai, with all the fallout from that. You know, that was just an innocuous challenge. He didn't deliberately try and hurt him. Well, that's what I think anyway. Yeah, he went in and barged him. He didn't know he was going to hurt his knee or his ankle or whatever it was. Do you know what I mean? But it's that easy to do an injury and be out for months. That's how easy it is to do an injury in the Premier League. And it's fast-paced, it's intense, it's in your face. And just like that, you could be out for 3 to 6 months. I think it's a mistake we've let Martinez go, but I understand it, I get it. And like I said, if it was a year ago, we would have got about 10 million quid less. So on that front, it's good business. But if he had stayed and claimed his number one spot, in a year's time, he might be worth 45, 46, 47, 48 million pounds. And then all of a sudden, some other team comes in and goes, yo, we'll give you 50 million quid. Then you can then build again. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, we can sit and argue until we're blue in the face about who's the better goalkeeper. The fact is they're both decent. And we've just replaced one decent goalkeeper with a kid that no one's heard of, who's apparently not very good. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let's see what you guys are saying. 16 million quid for Martinez. And do you know what? Fair play to Emi Martinez, right? Because I swear down, right, after all season he was saying the end of last season, last summer, he said, no, I want to be number one. He made it quite clear last summer, I want to be number one. And he was off to Reading again, I think, wasn't he? He was going back to Reading on loan, I think, or some other championship team. And he decided to stay. And then his mindset was, well, if I'm a number two, I can potentially become a number one. I'm at the club already. I can be a number one, blah, blah, blah. He's had to sit there and wait patiently for 10 fucking years, man. Then he gets his chance to be the number one. And he's been unbelievable. Like, literally, he has been so good. I am so calm with that guy in goal when we're knocking it around the back. Yeah, I just think, do you know what? The shot stopping of that guy, his wrists, I don't know what he does at night time in his spare time and that, but his wrists are solid, bruv. Yeah, my man's got wrists that are mad. Yeah, and every time, I remember the shot Shane Long took against him. He must have hit that like Stan at Ulrika. Do you know what I'm saying? He walloped that proper. And the ball just stopped dead. It didn't bounce back off of him out to another player. Hit his wrist, dropped dead. And we've seen that 2 or 3 times. Leno's quality at shot stopping as well. The double save at Tottenham the season before. Unbelievable as well. But I just think, like, he's bided his time. He's got his chance in the team. He's been unbelievable. It was a massive reason why we got to the cup final as well. And he was also a massive reason for us putting a little run together towards the end where we were in that cup and it was like, yo, we're gonna win this cup. We're actually gonna do it. Because when we came back out of lockdown and we lost to Brighton, we'd lost to City, you know, everyone else was thinking, oh, fucking, here we go. Yeah, and he was a massive part of why we won that cup, a massive part. And then the fact that he's obviously been told he ain't guaranteed a number one spot, fair play to him. Good luck to him, man, because you know what? I would have done exactly the same. If I ain't number one after all them performances, yeah, see ya. Bye-bye. Gone. Big one. That's what I would be doing as well. And Aston Villa, like I said, have got themselves a top-class goalkeeper. But there we go. Let me read this out. Big up my guy, Alan. How you doing, buddy? Man, it's so sad, but everyone has to think of the future, and good luck to him. Will be a gooner. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thumbs up. Big up to you, Alan. Thank you for your donation. And listen, Emi Martinez is never going to forget playing for Arsenal, is he? He won the FA Cup. He won the Shield. And he's waited 10 years. He's been here, there and everywhere. Oxford, Sheffield Wednesday, everywhere. Wolves on loan, Reading on loan. And to come in, it's a great story, isn't it? It's a great story to end up with the cup. But yeah, man, Aston Villa have pretty much got themselves a bargain. Yeah, and do you know the one thing that shocks me as well? Why Chelsea never came in for him. Yeah, because this guy's levels above Kepa. Literally levels above Kepa. So I don't know why Chelsea never came in for him. For 16 million quid. I mean, come on, that's an absolute no-brainer. I know Chelsea have got an all-singing, all-dancing super team, but Martinez would not look out of place in goal for them, especially when they got 2 shit goalkeepers. Big up Ini Yang. Thank you very much for your donation, buddy. In all fairness to Raya, our top choice to replace Martinez, Chelsea are after Mendy, who has a low profile compared to Kepa, but is meant to challenge. That goalkeeper Mendy, I think they're paying 30 million quid for him. Is that right? And I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a goalkeeper in the French league. Yeah, I'd be looking at Premier League ones if I was honest. But thank you for that, mate. And listen, that Raya, I don't particularly rate him, but he is probably better than this kid that we're in for. That's en route to Arsenal for €1.5 million. Apparently the deal's pretty much done, which again just shows that if you do actually put a bid in for a player, you can do the deal pretty damn quick, because this is literally broken in the last half an hour. Deal accepted, job done. Yes, we're talking lower down the level in terms of fee, but it's the same principle. If you put a bid in for a player, you'll get the player if you bid the right amount. We've obviously done that with this lad. We paid €1.5 million for him. And that's it. It's done. Now apply that rule to Thomas Partey. Fabrizio Romano, by the way, has put a tweet out in the last hour saying that that Martinez is a done deal, hence why I set the stream up. Then the story with this guy broke, which is perfect because it tied in with the Martinez story I was talking about. He said that we're still trying to do something with Torreira, and that them deals will then fund Aouar or Thomas Partey, not Aouar and Thomas Partey. So anyone who thinks we're getting both, good luck, because I've said it all summer. Without both, we're not getting top four. With both, we have a chance. With both and a couple more, we got a chance to go for a title. But this club, unfortunately, don't see it like I do. Mikel Arteta does, to be fair to him. Arteta sees it like me. He wants to do better. He wants to get better. He wants to win the league. He wants to win Champions League. Unfortunately, we're pretty damn fucked above him. And we've got a lot of players as well. Let me just read out some of these names real quick. I want to bring this to your attention as well, because this is really important going forward in terms of the transfer windows coming up in the next 12 to 18 months. Let me just quickly find it. There we go. Right, so players that are out of contract that can leave for free at the end of this season. David Luiz, Mustafi, Socrates, Ozil. Socrates, I do think we'll get rid of. Mustafi ain't going anywhere by the looks of it. Luiz ain't going anywhere because we just gave him a new deal. And Mesut Ozil, we couldn't give away. Players with less than a year left in the summer. So when they come to the summertime, they got a year left, or less than a year. El Neni, Kolasinac, Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah, and Callum Chambers. Now, if you cast your mind back to when Vinay and Raul sat with Laura Woods, this was the direct quote. Anyone who's into the last 2 years will be sold or offered a new deal. That is what Raul Sanelli said, backed up by Vinay, who is now doing Raul's job. And that sounds like complete BS. We're going to lose around 80 million quid if we don't sell them. Probably, yeah, around 80 million quid. Don't forget the depreciation of the market as well, because obviously their contract's getting less and less. We're not going to get massive money for Lacazette unless we sell him this summer, because with 1 year left on his contract, he's going to go for about 25 million quid next summer. So there we go. Lee, do not underrate Leno. He was our second best player until he was injured. Martinez did very well, but let's hope for the best Leno. Good luck to Martinez. Listen, I like Leno. I think Leno's a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's the guy that's going to be a title-winning goalkeeper. He's not in the top 5 in the league for me. He's good, yeah, but he ain't great. Same with Martinez. Martinez is good, but he ain't great. Yeah, Martinez for me is my personal choice out of the two. And like I said, if you put both of them together, their attributes, their best bits together, then we've got the best keeper in the league. Yeah, because I think between them, they'd make a great goalkeeper. Individually, I don't think they're top class, but we'll see, man. Listen, we just have to stay fingers crossed that Leno don't get injured, because if we get a Leno injury, we're in big trouble, man. Big trouble. But listen, not only that, we're getting 16 million quid for Martinez. Where is this 16 million quid buying us Thomas Partey? Because we ain't getting it all up front. So I'd imagine that we're not going to get Thomas Partey. I think that we're going to get Aouar. I think that's going to be the one. And I genuinely believe that, because if you think about it, we're selling Martinez for 16 million. They're not paying it up front. Let's assume they give us half of it, 8 million. 8 million ain't getting you Thomas Partey. 8 million plus maybe 10 million off the Torreira deal when that goes through is now 18 million. That's now an upfront payment for Houssem Aouar. It still ain't enough to get you Thomas Partey. We're not getting Partey. I've already got that in my head. Yeah, I've accepted that. We're going to get Aouar. Yeah, if it's a choice of the two, we're getting Aouar. Yeah, because we don't have to pay up front for him. Yeah, we can stagger the payments like we do with all the other players and like every other team does. When it's a buyout clause, you have to pay it up front. We ain't got 50 million up front. Yeah, we can find 20 million up front and pay that for Aouar. We're not getting Thomas Partey. I'm adamant. I'm adamant of that. I may be wrong. Listen, I'm not always right, but there we go. Aouar is a better investment, especially with Lyon's willing to sell, unlike Atleti. Well, listen, Atleti are selling 50 million quid. Would you keep Mohamed El Neni? No. Because unlike thousands of other Arsenal fans, I'm not reactionary after one football match, mate. Apparently, Gabriel is now the sole Campbell. We've got a Brazilian core. It's revolutionised the whole team, apparently. And we're on for a title if we get 2 more signings, I heard somebody say yesterday. Jesus Christ, these people live in a different planet. We're on for a title with 2 more signings. Okay. If you expect nothing, you can't be disappointed. But yes, I would sell him, my friend. And nothing has changed my opinion and my mind on anything that I've said before after beating Fulham. Fantastic win. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Great win. Yeah, Fulham will get relegated this season. Whoopie-doo. We beat Fulham. We battered them 5-1 with Emery. Look how that ended up. So just calm down a little bit. Yeah, obviously be excited. Be excited. But come on, man. Let's just chill on this. The fans just go hype, man. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. And the thing is, they never learn. Every year under Wenger, we used to get the same thing. The same thing every year. And people never learn. I prefer to sit back and just wait and see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, if we go to Anfield and the Etihad and we get positive results, then I'll see that we've turned the corner. If we go to Anfield and the Etihad and get our usual spanking, what's changed? You know, like I said, the FA Cup's great. We beat Leicester, who were the equivalent to Liverpool this season, just gone. We beat Leicester the year we won the Cup in 2017. They were the current champions. We beat them 1-0 at home. We drew 0-0 away. We beat Man City and Chelsea in the Cup semi and final, and Chelsea were record-breaking champions. Then we beat Man City in the Community Shield. What happened the next season? Oh, yes, we didn't finish in the top 4 and Wenger got sacked. So let's just chill a little bit, man. Great win, buzzing, great performances yesterday. Every single one of them players was class yesterday. They were decent, man. Yeah, great performances on their debuts for them 2 players as well. William, which, by the way, is now now William that everybody wants, whereas when we signed him, half the fan base didn't want him. Again, reactionary. We see Mkhitaryan get a hat-trick of assists on his debut. Look how that ended up. So let's just rein it in a little bit. Let's just chill and see how we do against West Ham. Then after that, see how we do against Sheffield United. Then see what we do against Liverpool, you know, at Anfield, Man City, Man United. You know, all the big games away is what I'm going to judge it on, because I've seen it before, man. Beat the big teams at home, beat the big teams in one-off games. Yeah, go and lose to Aston Villa away. You know, so let's just see what happens. To be fair, the pressing yesterday was sick. Yeah, I said that in the player ratings. I said that on the watch along. The pressing was mad, absolutely mad. And do you know what? It might have done us and a few other teams a favour having so many games back to back to back, and the cup final, etc., because their fitness levels after lockdown were in the gutter. Their fitness levels now would be a lot higher at the end of the last season just gone than they would have been coming in off the back of a pre-season. So that's obviously given us a bit of a boost, but it's done the same for most teams. We've just played a couple more because of the Shield and the cup final. But listen, we'll see what happens. And come Christmas time, you'll get an idea of where or where not we're going to finish this season. But anyway, let's do a couple more questions. And we'll go again. Don't forget tonight, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock UK time, level 2 members stream. So if you're level 2 or level 3 member, jump in. Also, let me move that off the screen. Where is it? Where are you? I've lost it. I think I've binned it. Oh no, there it is. Download this app for me if you would. That would be great. That would be absolutely super smashing great. And the app is called Flick. The link is in the description. We're on over 1,000 followers on that now. So thank you very much. Anybody who hasn't downloaded it, do go and do so, because it will be you guys interacting a lot more in it to do player ratings and stuff like that. So every game, I'm not doing player ratings on this channel. It's your player ratings that I'm reading out from that app. So my player ratings will be on Chig's channel. So yeah, make sure you go and download that. and keep you up to date with the news and stuff like that. We'll run polls and quizzes, and I'll be doing a lot of giveaways this season as well. Maybe do some correct goal scorer, first goal scorer, and correct scores and stuff like that for giveaways. Maybe do some of them this season. We'll do some cash prizes as well, because I know you guys like cash money in the building. And we'll maybe do some t-shirt giveaways as well. Why not? So yeah, doesn't matter where you are in the world, doesn't matter what team you support. Excuse me, boss, what team you support? Can't you see? Ah, dear. Lee, do you think Willian will make Pepe redundant under Arteta? I feel Arteta doesn't prefer Pepe. That tea is nice. I'll make a great cup of tea, I can't lie. Do you know what? He don't rate Pepe. I've noticed that. He doesn't rate him. It's a big cock-up if we get rid of him, though, isn't it? £72 million. I like Pepe, man. The one thing I'll say as well, it depends what teams you're playing against, because you could play with Willian at number 10. You could play Aubameyang left, Pepe right, and Laka up front and go with a 4-2-3-1. We got options now. Yeah, I do still think we need better midfielders, because let's be real here. If Granit Xhaka, who is a mainstay in the team, whether I like it or not, if Granit Xhaka gets injured, who's going in? If Ceballos is injured, who's going in? If Mohamed El Vieira gets injured, who's going in, baby? I don't know. We ain't got any midfielders, mate. Our midfielders are crap. But no, I don't think that's necessarily the case. He doesn't like him, I don't think. I don't think he's his go-to guy. But thanks again, Anish. Appreciate that, man. Right, 2 more. Smash the likes up if you would. That'd be great. 170 likes, 800 people watching. Let's get that to 250. Come on, man. Tell you what, every time I go in that pool, yeah, I just puffy eyes and streamy nose and sore throat, man. I swear, the amount of times I tell these people about the chlorine levels in my pool is a joke. It's unbelievable. Mohamed El Vieira. Yeah, come on, bro. People don't even know about El Vieira. It is funny, though, because all the trust the process merchants that ram it down my throat and tell me I'm negative, and not trusting the process with Martinez leaving, which is kind of mad. Oh, I trust Arteta, but you don't trust his decision to sell Martinez. Ooh, I don't really know about that one, if I'm honest. Huge season. It is a huge season. Bro, I swear, chlorine, I don't know what it is about, mate. I sit by the pool, yeah? Like literally 5 foot away from the pool, and I can smell the chlorine. Yeah, maybe I'm allergic to chlorine. I don't know. One thing I do know, yeah, is it's no good for me. It's like literally, my eyes go all puffy. My nose starts going all, like 1 minute it's bunged up, then it's dribbling. It's horrible, man. It's like, and then my throat goes all dry. It's disgusting. And it's like that for a good couple of hours after I get out of it as well. Remember Andre Santos? Yes, I'd rather not remember him. Martinez leaving isn't Arteta's decision. I just want to clear something up as well, real quick, Majib, just coming on to that. A lot of people have said that now Mikel Arteta is not just head coach. He's the manager. He's got more say in decisions in terms of players. Well, he's basically been manager since he's got here, because pretty much from when he got here, the whole club, Edu, Raul, Vinay and himself have been saying that they all make the decisions together. So if people think that somehow now he's going to get more say and before he had no say, come on, give your head a wobble. He's been manager since he's got here. They just gave him the title of head coach. Yeah. But if you go back to all the first interviews, the first 5, 10, 15 interviews Arteta ever done, we all talk together. The owners, Edu, Raul, Vinay, yeah, Husfami, we all get together, he said. We all speak every day. We all decide what we're going to do going forward. We're putting a plan together. Even before the end of the season, and he was asked about transfers, it depends on where we finish, whether we get into the Europa League, whether we can do this, whether we can do that. We've got a game plan for each step, he said. So he's got an input. People think that he hasn't had an input at all since he's been here. Trust me, he has had an input. He would not have been just told, here you go, here's Cedric Suarez if you don't want him. He would have been asked if he wants him. Same with Gabriel. The same with every player we've signed since he's been here. He would have had an input in that. And if people don't think he has, then seriously, man, I don't know what to say. Yeah, we're not like some other clubs where the owner picks the team and shit like that. But there we go. Anyway, listen, on that note, I'm gone. I will be back again at 9. It'll be an upload. If you are a member on level 2, or level 3, come join in at 7. We'll do a member stream, see how you guys thought about the game yesterday. And then I'll be back again at lunchtime tomorrow. Make sure you follow my Insta, LeeGunner82, and also download the Flick app. It's in the description. It's free of charge, and it is a pucker app. Like I said, we're going to be doing loads of giveaways on there this season. So go and check that out. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.